Happy Friday! Since it's Friday, well, that means another episode here on Talking Freight, the weekly freight and transportation management series where we talk about best practices, tips, trends, and ways to more effectively manage freight spend and transportation processes. As always, Talking Freight is brought to you by Ceresys, a third-party logistics company focusing on transportation management technology and solutions. In today's Talking Freight episode, we continue addressing all things full truckload shipping. Last week's episode, which you can catch right here, covered the process of procuring a full truckload carrier for your freight. A must-watch. Today, since in the process of procuring a full truckload, it won't always be problem-free, we'll address all the challenges in full truckload freight management so you know how to look out for problems before they arise, and so you can stay proactive. Different carriers charge different rates, which reflect the relative trucking activity of a destination. And freight management requires navigating a complex system of drivers, trucks, and trailer types while trying to get the best deal possible. In today's age, full truckload is in demand, and rates are rising much faster than this time last year, by as much as 25% in some markets. Shippers that forgo review of full truckload shipping options will pay higher rates and struggle to accommodate changes in truckload availability. These challenges in full truckload freight management, they're not unbeatable, but they do carry enough weight to warrant an understanding of their contributing factors. Fortunately, shippers who take the time to understand such contributing factors and best practices can proactively manage full truckload freight. All right, so let's talk some full truckload freight management challenges. The first challenge in full truckload shipping right now is decreased full truckload capacity. That's right, we're talking about capacity once again. It's the 800-pound gorilla or elephant, whichever animal you prefer. Tightening capacity is the dominating problem in the industry, regardless of mode. Carriers have announced major rate hikes, and as of January 2018, rates had risen significantly more than anticipated. In addition, the nation's major shippers, especially big box retailers, are willing to do whatever is necessary to get the product to market, even paying above market rates to carriers. Although this translated into greater wages and success for carriers and drivers, it further tightens available capacity for shippers. The only solution lies in using as many carriers as possible to increase available capacity. The next challenge is low volume destinations incur higher rates. Full truckload is subject to varying rates due to not being regulated by the National Motor Freight Traffic Association, also known as the NMFTA. Freight rates depend on the market, and low volume markets will result in higher full truckload charges than in-demand markets. However, the lack of contracted rates among most truckload carriers, especially among smaller, locally owned carriers, opens the door to potentially lower rates. Smaller carriers know they must stay competitive with large carriers, so tapping into the resources of these carriers is essential to mitigating higher rates for low-volume destinations. A shipper may use dozens, if not hundreds, of individual truckload carriers. Therefore, shippers should use a dedicated freight and transportation management system, or a TMS, to manage the various relationships and streamline freight scheduling of full truckloads. The third challenge shippers face in full truckload to know is hourly loading and unloading charges after 2 hours. Now, depending on the specific terms of a carrier, truckload carriers typically give shippers a total of 4 hours, including 2 hours to load and 2 hours to unload freight. Any deviation from this allotment can be billed at extreme rates, which of course drive overall freight spend higher. Shippers should package freight and stack pallets to prevent this problem from occurring. All freight should be packaged appropriately, and pallets should be wrapped in a shrink wrap to prevent a product from breaking free, optimizing the load and streamlining the loading and unloading processes. Also, all shipments should be ready for loading or unloading upon arrival for pickup or drop-off, Be kind to those drivers out there. Don't make their job any harder. Now, let's talk about some best practices to overcome these challenges that you find in full truckload shipping. Shippers seeking to take advantage of the lower rates of full truckload shipping need to follow a few best practices to ensure accuracy in billing, timeliness in pickup, transit, and delivery, and access to the best-in-class rates available. These practices include the following. Number 1, stay in tune with full truckload trends. Carrier rates fluctuate and reflect market demand and conditions, including lane of traffic driven and mileage between origination and destination. Shippers that pay attention to market trends are more likely to notice instances of higher than typical rate charges or billing details. Number 2, develop consistent shipping schedules. Carriers have a vested interest in moving product, and consistency and accuracy in shipment scheduling will make freight more attractive to carriers. As a result, shippers are more likely to access capacity. Number 3, and this really can't be stated enough in any transportation management process, stay flexible. Things change. This is a fundamental concept in the transportation industry, as seen with the 2017 hurricane season, and shippers can use it to their advantage. A canceled shipment might mean available capacity on a backhaul or a change to the pickup schedule. Thus, shippers should be flexible with freight scheduling, giving carriers enough time to schedule the shipment or arrive early if available. Number 4, outsource freight management. Consider the argument for consistency and staying vigilant over industry trends. Shippers are apt to reap better availability, capacity, and rates through a third-party logistics company. Outsourcing is also an excellent way to take advantage of new technologies, such as a TMS, to handle all processes and ensure superior accountability and access to best-in-class full truckload rates. And finally, don't let challenges to full truckload freight management get you down. It would be easier to just schedule everything through less than truckload, but why pay extra if you have the volume, schedule, and resources to leverage the power of full truckload shipping? Challenges in full truckload freight management can be overcome through these simple steps and staying on top of your shipping priorities. Stop wasting time trying to manage full truckload freight management in-house. And look towards a partner who can help you out and do the worrying for you while still cutting your costs wherever possible. Now that's it for this week's show. Have any questions that we can answer? Ask in the comments section below and we'll provide our expert answers as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and also hit that little bell icon so you can be notified every time we publish a new Talking Freight each Friday. As always, don't forget to like us here on social media as well. We love to tweet. We'll like you on Facebook. Maybe follow you on Instagram. You never know. Could be fun on there in the social world. Or we can just read each other's stuff. We don't even have to talk. It can be fun. And finally, if you love all of our great content and you don't want to have to come back to our website or our social media channels and you just want all of it right into your inbox and that's just easiest for you, see this little box scrolling up on the screen? Go to Sarasys.com, put in your email address in that box. As you scroll down, it'll pop up and you'll be subscribed to get all of our great content, including our Talking Freight videos each Saturday and our daily blogs, so you can get everything you need to know to manage transportation as effectively as possible. Have a great weekend, and that's it for this week's episode of Talking Freight.